Fulanis don't own Nigeria. I don't have a Fulani root. I'm a born and bred Nigerian. I don't have a visa to be here. Who called you owners of the land? Fake. This is not Fulani Republic of Nigeria. It's Federal Republic of Nigeria. Palo Seku Pradesh Salaga. What? You entered the church. You gave 50 people. And you think you'll be free?
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Depending on whatever you are watching us from. Here is another edition of Point on the Street. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like our video. Please share, comment for more political discourse. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Pastor, Fulani don't own Nigeria. That are the words of Bishop David Oyedepo. He said Fulani does not own Nigeria. That they should stop all the killing. That enough is enough. Fulani does not own Nigeria. That are the words of Bishop Oyedepo. Pastor,
good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching us from. I remember one boss said, one and the only Biafran evangelist. What the great man of God has said is the way it is. Fulani did not own Nigeria. How many are there in number? And moreover, when did they even come to this country? Are they the founder or the foundation? Are they part of the foundation of this country? They are not. And moreover, if some of them will claim that they are the one that own Nigeria, they are born to rule. Probably if you want to think in the houses of their own, you will agree with them, or maybe I will agree with them because it was called Nigeria. You understand? And Nigeria has no meaning in Igbo language. And it doesn't have meaning in Yoruba language. Neither does it have meaning in Hausa language. Probably in Fulani, maybe there is a meaning to that. Because I believe that Niger area is an English word. Yeah, Niger area, that is a dark area. To me, I am not in darkness because Biafra is not a dark nation. Neither are we in the dark place. So it is an Oyibo language. And how come that you are now believe more in Oyibo language than your than your dialect? You understand me? So what the Papa Oyedepo have said is the right thing. They themselves should stop all what they are doing. Enough is enough, as he said. I concur and I agree with his statement. Because this thing that they are saying, see, do you know why they are even acting like this? Because I have sat down, I give a thought to all these incessant, stupid activities of theirs. And the statement they make born to rule. Because it was the British that caused all this rubbish. The British, yeah. It was the British that caused it because they are the one when they visited this country with their imperial and interior mentality, structure, ideology. They came with that and they came to the north. It was so successfully because the northern and the Hausas have been fully conquered and messed up by the Fulanis. And the Fulanis is fully official, the one controlling and deciding and dictating for the northerners. And that was why they found it so successfully. And they visited the west, which are the Yorubas. And among the Yorubas, there are some little elite, those ones that are little bit educated, who study, who understand the implication, the ideology of the British. Those ones are not in large number, they are very low. So they succeeded 60 to 70%, while they lost, they were unsuccessful in 30%. But when it comes to the Igbo, they fail woefully because that ideology has never existed. It has never existed in the whole history of the Igbo Asian people. Because you go to the world, entire world, I bet you, please, go to the entire world, do your research. Igbos, the Biafrans are the first people to practice democracy on earth, in the universe. They are the first. Yes, go and do your findings. So they find it difficult because they discovered that the power was not rested or invested in one person. You see why they say Igbo amazing, meaning that Igbo doesn't have a king. We did, and we do.
But why is Baba Oyedepo coming out to speak now after so many persons at fire? And what does the Fulani really want?
Yeah, what the Fulani really want is what they are finding it difficult to get, especially in the houses of the east. And that's why you have seen them, they have spoken time without number, they have heard their view time without number. Then the problem that they are having in this country are the Igbos. Even the former president of Nigeria, yes, Fulani former president, the person of Muhammadu Buhari said it clearly that the problem that he have,
Fulani former president.
yes, now Muhammadu Buhari is not a Fulani.
Yeah, but he was a Nigerian president.
Yeah, Nigeria is Nigeria not a Fulani nation? Nigeria has become a Fulani nation. Are you hearing me? Nigeria has become automatically a Fulani nation, and that is why you see them doing what they are doing, and the Nigerian government is not acting regard to what they have acted. It's a Fulani nation. He stated clearly that the Igbos are his problem. So they themselves know that the major problem are the Igbos. Remember this year, one clergy from the north to say that if not for the Igbos, that they would have succeeded in Islamizing Nigeria. If not for the Igbos. What I'm telling you, please do your findings. I'm not telling you to believe me. I'm telling you, I want you to do your findings to know if I speak the truth. And if I speak the truth, keep watching me. Because I will continue to tell you the truth as a Biafran evangelist. Because in Biafra, you can see people like Mazen Namdekano. We are sincere and we have our integrity to protect with the truth and by the truth.
So, Pastor, now what is your advice now that Bishop Oyedepo has come out to speak that the Fulani and does not own Nigeria? So what do you think people should do at this time?
What the people have to do now is, but in this angle it's not going to work because it will be difficult now for Igbo man to trust Yoruba man. With the attitude that Yorubas are portraying now towards Igbo man, it will be difficult to come together to fight them. So the best option currently, now the best option is to divide this country.
Best option?
Yes, to divide this country. Because even if you say let us go to regional government, it is as the same as telling the Igbos to go. It's as the same as telling the Yorubas to go. It's as the same as telling the Hausas to go. Because by the time you fall back to manage whatsoever that is in your own domain to manage it, you automatically give hand. And somebody like me, once I go to manage my things, Baba, if I like, I give you. If I not like, I no go give you. No go force me.
But Pastor, why did it take so long before this man of God has come up to speak?
You know, they have many men of God in Nigeria believe in the treaty of the deceived religion, because the way they interpret Christianity is not the way it is.
Really?
Yeah, the original Christianity simply means self-sincere. And let me tell you, do you know that in Christianity you have right to protect yourself? You must not die cowardly. Yes, let's take a look at in the New Testament and the Old Testament. Let's balance it. When it was not time for Jesus to die, did Jesus die?
No.
No. He left the place. He did not die. He did not give permission for man to lay hand on him. Why men lay hand on him was because the time has come for him to lay down his life for the freedom of man. I don't know if you are getting it. And it's only him can do that. Look at heaven. War break out from heaven between God, the creator of the universe, and the Lucifer, which he created. When the Lucifer, conspired against God, he wanted to take the glory that was meant for God, which God meant for himself, which he stated it clearly in the book of, go and read the book of Exodus chapter 20. Go and read it. He said he will not share his glory with any man. Go to the book of Isaiah chapter 42 verse 8. He stated the same thing. He said not even with a carven image. You understand? So but Satan, Lucifer wanted to share it. That was what resulted to the war. First war in heaven. It started there. Why shouldn't God fold the hand in the name of his God of peace? But let us be sincere and let us follow the scripture the way it's supposed to. Vatican City, is it not Oyibo land? Is it a black man nation? Rome, no be Oyibo land. Where did they fortify that place with enough security? And where you have Pope, and these are the people that brought Christianity into Nigeria. Africans, they need to think. They have something, they have a problem in their skull. She understand, and that is it. But let us follow the scripture the way it should and balance it, both in the New Testament and the Old Testament. But you are permitted to defend yourself. You are not permitted to die cowardly.
You are permitted to defend. Thank you so much for your response. Thank you for coming out to hear your visa. The Nigerian army has issued an ultimatum that this year there will be no Biafra's Heroes Day. This is a celebration set aside by the Indigos to honor those of their legends and their veterans who lost their life during the Biafra war. Welcome to this wonderful channel, Tunis Point TV. Please, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like this video. Please share, comment for more political discourse. The Nigerian army has come out to issue an ultimatum, say that nobody should come out and celebrate the Biafra Heroes Day. And the Southern governors too have told same parts, saying that nobody should come out and celebrate the Biafra Heroes Day. But now, the question and the subject matter of the day is that what has the Biafra, the remembrance of this day got to do with the how is it going to bring anarchy in the land? These men are not blind people. Last year, this celebration was old. Nobody lost their life. It is just a day to remember those who have lost their life during the Biafra Civil War. I think what the government needs to do at this point in time is that those who are orchestrating the evil in Nigerian state should be dealt with. The Fulanis have become a menace in our society, and yet the government are not even worried. The government they don't even worry about the Fulanis, yet they are more concerned what the IPOB want to do on the 30th of May. For me, it is misplaced priorities, because you have in a state where a particular ethnic group has become lord over billions of Nigerians, over millions of Nigerians, and yet nobody is saying anything towards that. Nobody is calling the Fulanis, calling them to order. Nobody is telling them that the Fulanis are treading in the wrong direction, but yet they are using everything possible to oppress the evil man, to oppress their struggle, to oppress everything that belongs to them. The question is, how long can we continue in this contraption called Nigeria? Yes, how long can we continue in this contraption called Nigeria? The IPOB on their own has said that day nothing will stop that day. And they mean their words that nothing will stop the Biafra celebration day in the East. I'm not even against what the army have said, but I'm against the Southeastern governors
who don't promote their own, who at every point in time antagonize their own thing. Antagonize their own thing. Are you telling me that in the north, some governors don't know who is sponsoring this Fulani bandits? Majority of them know that Fulani is being sponsored by some certain group of people, and yet these people keep mute. But it is only in the southeast that the southern governors would always come out to sell their own. The southeastern governors sold Mazda Bikanu. The southeastern eastern governors sold Simon Epa. They keep selling anyone who is driving the Biafra ideology. They keep coming out to go against anyone pushing that narrative, anyone pushing that ideology. But the question is that how long can we continue to remain in this contraction called Nigeria? The same Nigeria that has deprived the Igbo man of presidency. The same Nigeria that has deprived the Igbo man of juicy offers in Nigeria. As it stands today now, the Senate president, the Igbo man is not there. The speaker, the Igbo man is not there. And you are saying the Igbo man is not heavily marginalized. If the Igbo man is heavily marginalized, then what will happen? Then what will happen? The southeastern governors have made themselves tools in the hands of their paymasters. And that is why they do everything possible just to oppose the Biafra ideology and the Biafra declaration. And I can say it with every authentication that it will not go well. Every day for the thief, one day for the owner. It will not go well. It will not go well with them. Because as it stands, we know Nigeria is not a state that preach full federalism, that preaches for democracy. Now, the armies have vowed to take over the southeast on the 30th of this month. And yet, no governor has come out to tell the people that allow these people, let them do their thing. Let them do their thing. If the governors in the southeast can shorten his people, I am certain, I am sure, I am very sure that the army would not threaten those who want to come out to celebrate on the 30th, to celebrate the Biafra Heroes Day, just because the governors themselves are also part of the problem. The governors themselves are in support of the Nigerian government. They are also in support of the Nigerian state. Knowing fully well that after you serve the Nigerian government, you will come back to your homeland. You come back to your homeland. And if you come back to your homeland, how will the people rate you? How will the people rate you? How will the people see you? Is this individual truly a good leader? We don't see you as people who is actually fighting for freedom. We don't see you as someone who is also fighting for for the freedom of the Biafra. We don't see you as the enemy of the struggle. No matter how things goes, I can beat my chest that the IPOB might not back down. They will not back down because that day has been set aside to honor those who were pied, those who lost their life in doing the Biafra struggle. Nobody can say that if today the Yorubas want to celebrate the Oduduwa, nobody can tell them not to celebrate the not to celebrate the Oduduwa. But why are you telling the Igbos not to celebrate the heroes, their heroes, their leaders? The question is, for how long can we continue like this?